She's definitely the best on the team. It's not Steven, it's Taylor Decell. Taylor was also at the Briar Patch. That's where I met her for 7 years, and that's an amazing place. They're on the show, too. We love Brian Eisenhood and JC and all them. And if you're out and about this week, go to the Briar Patch, get a cocktail, get a flatbread or the charcuterie board or something. Have a great time. But we also want you to go to Burgers, Blues Barbeque, and as we talk about every day. And we were talking about earlier the honey butter chicken biscuit. We had fun with that. But we're glad to have Taylor in studio. She's head of sales, marketing, and catering for B3 Burgers, Blues, and Barbecue. 3 locations, Madison, Dogwood, Flowood, and Brandon. But they've catered for us, and they do a totally different menu. I mean, they've done that crab cake that they did a few weeks ago for us. They cooked for 40 people, was amazing. So, Taylor, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good. Good morning.
Thanks for coming and hanging out with us.
Oh, yeah.
Well, so you're head of sales and catering. So y'all can do everything for like corporate events, businesses, offices, pharmaceutical, like you did for us. Y'all, let's see, I guess you cooked for 40 or 45 people for us a few weeks ago. And you can create
anything,
any menu.
More than a menu is what I would say.
All right, so let's talk about that for a second. Give me an example of something y'all have done in the last few weeks or month.
Well, last weekend we had 2 weddings.
Really?
Yes, last Saturday. We took the food truck to both of them. We were able to cook all the food fresh on site.
Yes.
And people loved that. And it has its own generator, so we don't need electrical or anything like that. Everything can be done on site, especially when you have things like cheese sticks.
Yes.
Because they don't sit well.
No.
In a chafing dish if you pre-cook them. So that was a big hit. But we had charcuterie tables, grazing tables at both places.
That's my thing.
Yes.
Okay.
I love a snack.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so y'all cook a lot of this on site. That's what y'all did for us the last 2 times you've catered.
Y'all's menu was so good.
It really was.
So good.
And so y'all did some the crab cakes were the appetizer. Then y'all did a Wagyu burger, which was amazing. Dang. And then some bourbon. What was it? It was not bourbon bites.
Bourbon balls?
Yeah, bourbon balls.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, they were amazing.
I haven't tried one yet.
Okay. You haven't?
I have not.
And they did some caramel or some kind of caramel glaze. Bourbon. That's what it was.
Bourbon, like the bourbon sauce.
Yeah. A bourbon caramel sauce on the bourbon balls.
Right, and we put it on the bread pudding too.
Yeah, the bread pudding.
Yes, it was bread pudding bites. That's what it with
bread
the
pudding bites. Yes.
That's what it was.
That's what I crushed at 3 a.m. the other night.
That sounds really
That's
good.
right. I brought you some.
Crushing things.
But the crab cake that y'all, first of all, a lot of restaurants screw up crab cakes. This one was excellent. That Jay and whoever. Yes.
Nick. So yeah, Nick's our corporate chef, and he
tell me about him.
He's great. So he's been doing food forever. He loves his job. He's creative when it comes to it. He's allergen certified.
Okay.
So he's worked at colleges, and he had to make special menus for people who had allergies and stuff.
That makes sense.
And with him and his experience, I think that's one reason why we can do so many customizations to menus and not have a set menu always in place.
Sure. All right. So Taylor Decell with Burgers, Blues Barbeque, B3, head of sales and catering. And do majority of the time do y'all take one of the food trucks out on site? Or is it just kind of
it's just kind of what the people want and what their menu is. So say they don't have anything that needs to be fried.
Okay.
We probably wouldn't take the food truck unless they specifically asked for it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Just because fried food doesn't sit well.
No, like the first time y'all did onion rings for us, and so you cooked them on site.
Right.
Because like you said, that's not going to travel for 30 minutes. So y'all had a couple of weddings last week. Do y'all have some weddings coming up in the next few months?
Yes. We have 2 this weekend, I believe. And
it's
we also
wedding season. Jackson
wedding
Meadows.
season never stops.
It never stops?
No. It's all year round.
It's not supposed to be.
See, that's what happened. Weddings
no,
season.
it used to be spring.
Taylor's right.
Then it was the fall. And,
that's right.
And now people are just
wedding.
Well, it's year round now. It was seasonal, right?
Right.
Late spring and the fall when you could pick a date that Mississippi State and Ole Miss aren't at home.
Every wedding was those days. There was
Yes.
Single wedding. I remember when all my friends were getting married.
Exactly.
They planned it around football season.
Yes. Yeah, we got married at Christmas on December 18th, so that worked out. There wasn't any Mississippi State Ole Miss conflict.
Yeah,
All
everybody was home from school, stuff like that.
So y'all cater for companies and businesses too?
Yeah, so we can. I had a client this week, and they called me last week and set it up. They needed everything individually boxed.
Yeah.
No problem. They ordered 35 burgers. And some of them were veggie, some of them were chicken, some of them were sourdough. Like, it was very specific.
Sure.
But the Madison team labeled it, got it out, and they were excited to have it all separated like that. So we can do that, or we can do full site catering where we set it up. We can serve if you need us to.
That's awesome.
Right. We're doing a school banquet tonight for 75 people.
Good grief.
We're busy.
Yeah.
It's good, though.
Absolutely.
I like being busy.
Yeah, that's good. All right, so you got a school banquet tonight. B3, the catering sales team, can customize anything you want. So whether it's your business, your school, or a wedding menu, or we had a man night. And so that's what
Food
I
truck
told.
man night.
That's right. That's what I told him. I said, look, it's going to be 40 to 45 dudes
Nice.
drinking bourbon
Bro
and
it
beer.
out.
And that's when they came up with the crab cake, the
That was
Wagyu
good.
That
burger.
sounds so much fun.
Oh, we had a blast.
No, they said they had a good time.
And Jay's awesome.
Jay's great.
Yeah, he
He's so
cracks
much
me
fun.
up. His personality and
His
everything.
energy is just good.
Yeah, he brought us we're gonna have to do the food truck in the parking lot.
Yeah, I was about to say, why did it up here? I mean,
That's what we need to do one day.
Yeah.
Feed. Okay, so we'll feed our clients 11 a.m. to 1,
maybe feed me.
and they'll be up here. They can just cook it on site and bring it up here.
Simple.
We can have a bourbon tasting.
Here we go.
Cocktail tasting.
Look at her.
And a cocktail tasting.
We got new cocktails in the Brandon location.
I know, and you've got a full bar at Dogwood too. So, and I love that bar, the way it feeds to the outside area, and you're right on Brandon too. That's what we should do. Because I was thinking about doing some Elijah Craig Manhattans and some Elijah Craig Old Fashions, and then we can bring in the B3 menu and have a big party.
It's a win.
All right, so we want you to call Taylor Decell. Do you want to give out your cell, or do you just
we have
want
a
to
catering line.
Okay,
And you can
I didn't
call-
know because that could
Yeah,
go
get
another
it out.
direction because you're single and attractive, and so I didn't know if you
Get it
wanted
out.
to do. All right, so give me the catering line.
Okay, so the catering line is 601
Okay.
500
500.
7579.
Okay.
And
757.
that number, it connects to our whole catering team. So you can call it or text it.
Oh, that's what I did.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so easy.
Nice.
I
I
love that.
That's
You
big
can
job.
just text in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to call and place an order.
No, I mean, you got to do an initial setup. And then after that, if I had to, I had to add, and y'all let me add, and all I had to do is text somebody. And
I
they were
love
like,
a text.
we got it.
And it's right there. You don't have to remember anything.
Yes.
You can just go back and look. I love it.
Because we bumped up like 10 people. All right, call Taylor Decell and the Burgers Blues Barbecue B3 sales and catering team for your next corporate, employees, school, wedding, anniversary, birthdays,
Graduation
parties.
That's
Thank
coming
you,
up.
Taylor.
We have one of those on Saturday too.
All right, so 601 500 7579. Next time we have Taylor in studio, we're going to have food, and then we'll make some cocktails and have a big time. Thank you, Taylor, for coming
Thank you.
in.
Yes.
Taylor Decell with Burgers, Blues, and Barbecue B3 Sales and Catering Team. Call them today, 601 500 7579.